Welcome to today's presentation of Seahawk Baseball. Thank you for tuning in to today's game.
Kevin Yost, who goes into the windup and delivers. Chopper over the second. Bumgarner scoops it up and fires the first for an easy 1-2-3 inning. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
These are the big bats you hear from Coconut Creek to Pembroke Pines.
Moonpay, a pretty good lead over at first base. Here's the one driven deep right field. Backtrack wall gone. 2-run home run for Chris Fabregas.
These are the names you cheer from Davie to downtown Fort Lauderdale.
Swung on, short ground ball. Oliveira dives to his right and makes a great play. Now he dives to the bag in time, and the umpire almost falls down, making the out. He's into the ball game. What a play for Orlando Oliveira.
Today's game is brought to you by Della Ventura Pizza and United Way Broward. Coming to you live from Seahawk Field in Davie, Florida. Tonight is the 2012 Southern Conference home opener between the Pioneers of Indian River State College and your 2011 Southern Conference Champion Seahawks. This is Seahawk Baseball. You're in the nest.
And hi again, everybody. This is Steve Live Baseball from the Ahu Adams Central Campus at Seahawk Field. We're just about underway here in the conference home opener, and we'll have starting lineups for you shortly as the first pitch is about to be thrown. The first pitch was scheduled for 5 o'clock. They're about 8 minutes early, and the first pitch from Maynard Portabanco. This is low and outside for ball one. We're underway at 4:52 Eastern Time. After the next pitch, we'll go over the lineups for you for Indian River. Right now at the plate is Kayshawn Smith. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. So Kayshawn Smith we'll wait for the next batter before we go through the lineup. But we will have numbers on all the players here. Portabanco winds, deals the 1-1 pitch. Showing bunt is Smith, but he held back in time as that one is called a ball off the plate outside as well. And the 2-1 pitch also misses wide, 3-1. Smith hitting .304 on the season. 8 runs driven in. Has a triple to his credit. The wind and the 3-1 pitch from Portabanco. Called strike two, and now the count runs full. 3-2 on Kayshawn Smith. Portabanco comes set, winds, and now the payoff pitch. Swung on, chopper over the short. Chris Farrell fields it on 2 bounces, a high bounce, throw over the first, and an easy out to start the game. 6-3 goes the putout, and now with the starting lineups for you for Indian River. Leading off was Kayshawn Smith, followed by Eros Medina. He'll be in center field. Dan Harper to follow. He'll be the designated hitter. David Hall in left field, batting 4th. Jordan Robinson will hit 5th and play 3rd base. Mark Donato hitting 6th at first. Zach Goodnow behind the plate. Dylan Trich, we saw him last year. He'll be in right field. And Mike Cordy, the second baseman, will round out the order as the first pitch to Eros Medina misses for ball one. So again, that order: Smith, Medina, Harper, Hall, Robinson, Donato, Goodnow, Trich, and Cordy. Portabanco winds, delivers. Swung on and hit it well, but well foul into the River bullpen. This is the Southern Conference home opener. Broward opened up against Indian River last season. Wasn't supposed to be that way. They were supposed to open up against Brevard Community College up in Melbourne, but that game rained out, and they played right here at home against the Pioneers. This one taken in the left field, falling in front of Andrew Griffall out there in left for a base knock. First hit for the Pioneers today. And with one out and one on, that's going to bring up Dan Harper. Harper hitting .314 on the season, 10 RBIs so far this year. Had a month to play for both of these teams. Broward losing to Indian River yesterday in a preseason game in 8 innings, 6-4. And that was up in Fort Pierce. Portabaco comes set, delivers. Swung on and fouled back behind the screen. Count to Harper is 0-1. Zach Marks, who's a returning player for Broward College, started that game against Indian River last season. The conference opener. That one misses one as well. Trying to pull up those stats for you. Pickoff move over the first. Diving back in plenty of time is Medina. Maynard Portabaco seemed to broadcast every start that he has this year. And he is 2-0. He broadcasted his first win. That was against State College of Florida. As that breaking ball was cut on and missed. The count now is 1-2 on Modena. Portabaco 2-0, but with a high earned run average at 4.5, and he is being scouted heavily this year as perhaps the 87th player to be drafted from Broward College into the MLB first-year amateur draft. Portabaco from the stretch delivers. Runner going. Ground ball. Hafner dives to his right. Make a great stop. Throw across the diamond. Pulls Oliveira off the bag. He probably wouldn't have beaten out the speedy Medina anyway. So an infield hit for Eros Medina keeps things going with one out. And that's going to bring up Dan Harper. Moving over the second on the play is Medina. First and second, one down. Still one out. Ground ball double play ends the inning, but should things continue, Jordan Robinson awaits on deck. The stretch, the pitch, called a strike, and now it's 1-2 on David Hall. Hall, a sophomore, hometown kid for Indian River, hailing from Fort Pierce. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball grounded through the infield down the left side. Griffall will field it out in left. A run is plated, and it's 1-0 Pioneers to start the game. Moving down the second on the play is Harper. And with runners on first and second, still only one out. After 3 consecutive singles surrendered by Portabaco, that's going to bring up Jordan Robinson. Robinson also returning from last season. Robinson, sophomore, also from Fort Pierce. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit to left field. And falling foul. Just foul down the left field line. Just barely saving Broward a run there. No balls and a strike on Robinson. On the year, Robinson hitting .306 with 8 RBIs to his credit. Here's the stretch, the pitch. And another one in the dirt. Good stop by Andy Vieira, who is Portabaco's battery mate. Vieira is hitting very well as of late as he goes out to settle Maynard down a little bit. Tonight's a featured game. All fans receiving promotional giveaways, free food and drinks today. And the entire spring broadcast schedule has been released, so check that out at broward.edu/athletics. I have 7 more baseball games on the docket for the spring. Here's the pitch. Low and outside again, and the count's 2-1. Lights coming on here early at Seahawk Field. Beautiful game for baseball. Not too hot. No dark clouds overhead. Ball game's 10 minutes old, and the Pioneers lead 1-0. Here's the stretch. Looking at the runner at second, now Portabaco comes to the plate. And he got him to swing through that off-speed pitch. It's 2-2. Broward in their home white uniforms. They wear the white. Portabaco seems to do even better with runners on base, though he's surrendered a run so far. Looking in for the sign. Taking a long time, now he comes set, checks the runner, the stretch, the 1-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt, ball 2. Deuces are wild with 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2 count. Here in the top of the first inning of the conference home opener. Broward College defending their 2011 Southern Conference Champion title. Here's the stretch. Portabaco comes set. Here's the pitch. And below the knees again. Not quite hitting the dirt, around the ankles. So the count runs full now from 0-2 to 3-2. Good job by Donato to work the count. But a strike away from getting out of the inning. Portabaco comes set. The stretch, the payoff pitch. Runners going. Popped up down the third base line. Hoffner has a beat on it. Backpedaling and makes the catch for out number 3. Side is retired. A run, though, on 3 consecutive singles. And two left on. We're heading into the home half of the first inning. Rudolph was the starting right fielder for Broward, with Steve Spradling patrolling center. Was Spradling gone? That one missed low in the dirt. And the umpire says then he went around. Rudolph looked like he checked his swing, but the umpire saying he broke the plane. The count is 1-1. Or 1-2, I should say. The wind and pitch from Laporte. Breaking ball called strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Laporte. And there's 2 down quickly here in the Seahawk first. Here comes Orlando Oliveira. Oliveira among league leaders in the NJCAA with a .404 batting average heading into yesterday's game. Has 2 home runs and 13 RBIs, tied with the team lead with Cody Hoffner, who awaits on deck, and that first pitch misses outside, ball 1. Laporte pitching like he's double parked. Does this one hit into center field? Going back to the track and having to play it off the wall as the center fielder. Oliveira pulling into second, standing up, and a 2-out double to keep the inning going for Broward. And that's going to bring up Hoffner with the potential tying run in scoring position. Aros Medina, who was running that down, was running out of real estate fast. Had to play it off the wall. And Hoffner, who we mentioned, tied with the team lead in RBIs, has a chance to keep the lead all for himself here with a runner in scoring position, hitting .240 so far on the season. He has 3 home runs, leads the team in that category. So that one is called a strike. Laporte comes set, checks the runner, the stretch, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, caught the outside corner, strike 2. So far, Hoffner didn't like the first 2 pitches. Kept the bat on the shoulder. There's the 0-2 pitch from Laporte. Swung on, ground ball, over to third on 2 hops. Picks it up and fires to first to retire the side. Over at third is Jordan Robinson. So Oliveira with the extra base hit, but Hoffner couldn't drive him in. And we are through the first inning here at Seahawk Field. Heading into the top of the second inning, it's Indian River 1, Broward nothing. Due up for the River are the 7, 8, 9 spots. Goodnow, Tritch, and Court. We'll have more of that for you right after this short break. Oh, Portabaco finishing up his warm-up tosses. We're heading into the top of the second inning. Broward trailing 1-0. Leading things off for the Pioneers is backstop Zach Goodnow. Goodnow on the year. Hitting .237, 2 RBIs. Portabaco winds and delivers the first pitch. And just missed low, says the home plate umpire. Looked good from here, but it counts as 1-0. The line and the pitch from Portabaco. Cut on a miss, swung through an off-speed pitch. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Goodnow. Dylan Tritch behind him. Waits on deck. 3. Hasn't picked up an RBI yet, according to what's reported to the NGCAA. Modest lead over at first by Goodnow. About 4 feet off the bag. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Fastball gets away from Vieira and to the backstop. Taking a turnaround second is Goodnow. He'll hold up there on the wild pitch. So runner on second now and nobody out. So much for the double play possibility. But this has been consistent with the starts that we've seen from Portabaco this year, especially here in the early going. Here's the stretch. He checks the runner, the pitch. And that one missed outside. Again, 1-0. Or 2-0, I should say. Scoreboard hasn't updated yet. Of course, the scoreboard and pretty much everything else at Seahawk Field operated by the players. So Tritch will step out, getting his marching orders by the third base coach. Now he's back in the box. The stretch, the pitch. There's a nice fastball right at the knees down Broward Boulevard. Strike 1, 2-1. It's one of the assistant coaches down the line. Not sure if it's Mike Esom or Mark Ward. As a sharp base hit down the third base line. That's going to bring in 1. As Grafal will have to play it in the corner. That one just whizzed right past Cody Hoffner, fair down the third base line, and rolled all the way into the corner. Now we'll play Goodnow, and now it's 2-0 Pioneers. RBI double by Dylan Tritch, who has been a thorn in the Seahawks side for 2 years now. Here comes Mike Cordy. Portabanco checks the runner on second. The stretch of the pitch. Fastball at the knees down Broward Boulevard. Strike one. Cordy, who wears number 7 and bats left-handed, versus the righty Portabanco, a freshman from Malabar, Florida. Here's the stretch. The pitch outside. Ball 1. 1-1. On the year, Cordy hitting .278 with 3 home runs, or rather 3 RBIs, no home runs. Has a chance to pick up a 4th RBI here with more insurance in scoring position. Swung on, ground ball over the second. Worrell will scoop it up and fire the first for out number 1. Moving down to third base on the play is Trich. And with 1 out, and a runner 90 feet away, the order turns back over for Kayshawn Smith. Smith is 0 for 1, grounded out to short his first time. Just underway here in Davie. It's 2-0 Indian River so far. First pitch is low and outside, ball 1. Portabanco's been trying to hammer that outside corner all day long to these hitters and have been missing. And when he finally gets a borderline pitch, it's why he's getting squeezed, is because he's been all over the place so far. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball over the short. Good play on the backhand by Farrell. Over the first, and another good play over at first by Oliveira to stretch out for that one. Good plays on both ends of that 6-3 put out. 2 down in the inning. Trich does come around to score. It's now 3-0 Indian River. Aros Medina will bat now with nobody aboard and 2 down. Medina singled and scored the game's first run. Portabanco winds and delivers. Showing bunt on the first pitch, but pulls back as that one misses up over his helmet. It's 1-0. Here's the wind and the 1-0 pitch. With that sidearm motion, able to get Medina swinging through that fastball. It's 1-1. Throughout the game, Portabanco will change arm slots between lower 3/4 and sidearm. See, winds and delivers the 1-1. And there's strike 2. Looks like another fastball that just caught the knees. So here's something new. He's ahead of a hitter here. 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Missed inside and a hair low. 2-2. Portabanco comes set. Into the wind, delivers. Swung on and taken into left field. Grafal will camp under it. Out there in left, wind taking it a little bit, but he's able to stay with it and haul it in for out number 3. 2 more runs come around to score. On 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on. Heading into the home half of the second inning, it's Indian River 3, Broward 0. 2 up for the Seahawks is Grafal, Vieira, and Pagan. We'll have more Broward baseball for you after this. So Laporte finishing up his warm-up tosses. We're getting ready to start the home half of the second inning. And so far, Indian River leads Broward 3-0. Andrew Grafal will lead things off for the Seahawks. Broward left fielder is hitting just a $182. No home runs, 3 RBIs. Was recruited for his bat, but so far pre-conference hasn't done anything. Let's see if he can turn it around here where it counts. Laporte delivers the first pitch to Grafal, and it misses below the knees for ball 1, 1-0. Laporte working quickly, delivers the 1-0 pitch, misses outside, and it's 2-0. The wind, the 2-0. Fastball taken into right field. It's going to fall in front of the right fielder. A base hit for Andrew Grafal, and that's a good start. That's what we want to see from Andrew. So a leadoff knock for Broward, and that's going to bring up Yandy Vieira. Vieira hitting .353 with a home run and 10 RBIs. A doubleheader we saw him play against State College of Florida. I believe he went, we'll check the stats, but I believe it was 4 for 6. Here's the pitch. Low and away for ball 1. There's the pitch. And oh, he was hit with a pitch. It looked like a breaking ball that didn't break enough. So Laporte with his first hit batsman sends Grafal down to second. And first and second with nobody out. And that's going to bring up designated hitter Enrique Pagan. Pagan, a returning player, hitting .225 on the season. No home runs and 3 RBIs. Gone, the switch hitter, batting lefty versus the righty Laporte. Pitch. Fastball missed inside. About belt high. It's 1-0. Unlike River, Broward getting their signs from Bob Deutschman, who stays in the home plate in the home dugout. Ground ball down the first base line, off the first baseman, and it rolls away. Rounding third, coming home is Grafal, and that's the first run for Broward. RBI double for Enrique Pagan. And it's 3-1 now. River still leads. Moving to third is Vieira. So second and third and nobody out still. Now the potential tying runs in scoring position for Andre Rodriguez. First pitch is called a strike to Rodriguez, and that's what we want to see from guys like Pagan, who have been struggling so far in the early going of the year. Picking up his 4th RBI of the season. Here's the stretch. The 0-1 to Rodriguez. Cut on and miss through that breaking ball. Strike 2. Rodriguez hitting just .237 with no home runs, 7 RBIs on the year. Here's the stretch. The 0-2 pitch. Just high above the letters. Ball 1. And called strike 3. He's caught looking on strikes. And a much needed first out for Laporte. Our runner still on second and third. A fly ball can put Broward 1 run closer. And the 9-hole hitter Chris Farrell will be at the plate. Farrell hitting .222 on the season. He also has 3 RBIs. Let's see if he can drive home the game's tying runs. Curveball catches the zone on the outside corner. Strike one. Here's the pitch. Swung and skied to the right side. Shallow right field it goes. Running in and making the catch is Trich. And it's too shallow for Vieira to tag up at third. So 2 down, 2 on. For Nick Worrell, who's 0 for 1, was caught looking on strikes his last time. We do have some situational stats, but can't find the runners in scoring position. So that one misses low for ball 1. You can say that. Let's see. Nope, it won't say. Broward does most of its damage in the middle innings. Still early on here for them. Here's a pitch high over Worrell's helmet. Had to duck out of the way of that. Actually, a good job by Goodnow behind the plate to keep that from going to the screen. It's 2 balls and no strikes on Worrell. 3-1 to score, with runners on second and third and 2 out. Laporte steps off, but now he's back on the rubber, looking in for the sign. He comes set now, checks the runners. The stretch, the pitch, swung on, taken in the right field. Trich will have a play again. Nope, not quite reaching that far. Out, first baseman hauls it in. And that retires the side. Stranding runners on second and third. Hauling that in was Mark Donato at first. But Broward plates their first run of the ball game. A run on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on. We head into the top of the third inning. It's River 3, Broward 1. 2 up for the Pioneers. Is the heart of the order. Dan Harper, David Hall, and Jordan Robinson. We'll have more Broward baseball for you after this. So we're ready to begin the top of the third inning. Pioneers out in front, 3-1. Dan Harper will lead things off. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. First pitch from Portabaco. Here it is. Goes into the wind and delivers. That was more over the top there for him in his motion toward the plate, but a nice fastball as that one's called a strike. 0-1. It's more of a little more high 3/4. We don't see him from that arm angle a whole lot. There's the wind and pitch. Staying on top of the ball with the high 3/4 motion as he delivers another fastball, but missed high and away. Ball 2. Or ball 1, 1-1. Here's the wind. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball right across the plate for strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes to Harper, who is the Pioneers' designated hitter. On deck is Dave Hall and Jordan Robinson in the hole. The 1-2 pitch. Cut on a miss, strike 3. Fastball right on by for the second strikeout victim of the game for Portabaco. 1 out, nobody on for Dave Hall. Hall is 1 for 1 with an RBI single. That was back in the first inning. Portabaco into the wind, delivers. Another nice fastball, outside corner, strike one, sticking with the old number one here. Here's the wind, the 0-1 pitch. Vieira sets up outside, swung on a miss, and going right after the hitters here in this inning. Strike two. Well, Portabaco not playing around anymore, going right after them. 0-2 again. And this is probably the first hitter since the first inning he's gone 0-2 on a hitter. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Hall. Strike three called. Got him looking. Two down for Portabaco, and here comes Robinson. Just carving right through the meat of this order. Robinson out on strikes his last time, 0 for 1 today. Shaking off the first sign by Vieira. Let's see if he goes with a breaking ball first pitch. No, sticks with the fastball as this one taken lightly down the first base line and foul. Not a chance for Oliveira. But out in front of the third consecutive batter, it's 0-1. And it's ever since he went to that higher arm angle at the higher three-quarters delivery, is he throwing hard fastballs now. His fastballs earlier at the lower three-quarter to sidearm was not cutting it. Another fastball right back where it came from. Good job by Portabaco to field that one and throw him out at first for an easy 1-2-3 inning. The Pioneers go in order, and into the bottom of the third inning we go. Broward trailing by 2. It's going to be Rudolph, Oliveira, and Hoffner when we return. More Broward baseball right after this. So beginning the home half of the third inning, Broward trailing by 2. It's 3-1 Indian River. Will Rudolph will lead things off. He's 0 for 1. Caught looking on strikes against Laporte his last time. Oliveira and Hoffner to follow. Laporte goes into the wind and delivers. First pitch misses low and outside for ball one. That's something we haven't seen too much from Dominic Laporte, is starting a hitter off with ball one. And Laporte, who has worked quickly all game long, has taken too long there. Rudolph calls time. Now he's back in. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called a strike with that fastball outside corner. Count is 1-1. Haven't seen a whole lot of breaking pitches or off-speed pitches by Laporte so far. We got to him last inning. Let's see if we can get to him again. Swung on ground ball through the wickets. Right back up the middle where it came from. Laporte couldn't handle it. I don't even think he got leather on it. And it went right into center field, so a leadoff hit again for Broward. This time it's Rudolph, who's in desperate need of some base hits. One on and nobody out, and that's going to bring up Orlando Oliveira. Oliveira is 1 for 1 with a double. Laporte, who will work from the stretch, checks the runner. The stretch, the pitch. And there's a breaking ball, but didn't really break. Almost catching Oliveira in the head. He's already hit one batter trying to throw a breaking ball out of the stretch. Coming set, the stretch, the 1-0. Fastball low and outside. Good stop by Goodnow behind the plate. Oliveira digs back in, taps the plate, waves the bat twice. Is ready to go. From the stretch, Laporte delivers. Out low and outside again. 3 balls and no strikes. tried with the breaking ball on the first pitch, almost hit him, went away with 2 fastballs and can't find the zone. There it is, laid one right in there, right down Broward Boulevard for strike 1. And Ollie was taking all the way. And we've seen Oliveira swing on 3-0. We've seen him hit home runs on 3-0. Here's the pitch. And missed inside, it gets away. Oh, Rudolph headed down the second anyway on the base on balls, but was making a turn if Goodnow was going to lackadaisically field that ball. But Rudolph will hold up on second after the walk. And 2 on, nobody out for Cody Hoffner. Hoffner grounded out to third base his last time. Here's the stretch. First pitch to Hoffner is cut on and missed. Strike 1. Couldn't catch up to the heater. One run, 4 hits on the Seahawk ledger so far, and they have a chance to do more damage. Nobody out here in the home half of the third inning, down by 2. The stretch, the pitch. Called strike 2, outside corner on Hoffner. It's 0-2 now. This is more Laporte style that we've seen. He's going right after the hitter. See if he comes back with another fastball or he goes off speed. Goodnow sets up outside. Pitch, that one's fouled away in the parking lot. And Hoffner will stay alive and see another 0-2 offering. The stretch, the 0-2 pitch from Laporte. Cut on and missed, strike 3. So Laporte retires his first man into the inning. Still faces a challenge here with runners on first and second, now with 1 out. And here comes Andrew Grafal. Grafal 1 for 1 with a single and scored a run. Opportunity, though, for him to pick up his 4th RBI of the season. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Goes off speed that time, but misses way outside. Ball 1. Rudolph on second, Oliveira on first base. Laporte delivers. Swung on and taken into, looks like, center field. Making the play and tagging over at second is Rudolph, heading down to third, and now we'll have him on the corners, as they won't be able to challenge the speedy Rudolph. Making the catch out in center was Modena. So after the first 2 hitters reaching, Laporte got the next 2 out. Runners on the corners, 2 down for Yandy Vieira, who was hit with the pitches last time. Laporte delivers from the stretch, and here's a drive into center field. And able to play it easily, and I just looked at his name, and I can't think of it. Modena hauls it in for out number 3. So Broward threatens again in the third, but not able to play the runner. We head into the 4th inning. After 3, Indian River winning 3-1. 2 up in the top of the 4th for the Pioneers is Donato, Goodnow, and Trich. More Broward baseball to come after this. We apologize for the connection issues, but it wouldn't be a Broward broadcast without them. We're already underway in the top of the 4th inning, 3-1 Pioneers. And Maynard Portabanco misses twice to Mark Donato, who leads things off for the River. Donato 0 for 1, flew out to third base his last time. Here's the 2-0 from Portabaco. Fastball misses. No, caught the strike zone, says the home plate umpire. Talk about giving the pitcher the benefit of the doubt. We won't argue that. 2-1. So after last inning, Portabaco went from looking like Jamie Moyer to John Smoltz, and now he's getting those borderline pitches. Wasn't getting in the first 2 innings. He gets Donato to swing through that one. It's 2-2 now. Into the line, Portabaco delivers the 2-2. Back to his sidearm delivery as that one's fouled away, headed towards College Avenue. So Donato stays alive. We'll see another 2-2 pitch. Again, if you're just joining us, Broward trailing 3-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. Here's the wind and the pitch. Fastball taken to short on 3 hops. Up with it is Farrell. Over the first in time. So nice ground out there for Portabaco. 6-3 it goes in the books, and with 1 out and nobody aboard, that's going to bring up Zach Goodnow. Goodnow is 1 for 1 with a single and scored a run. Goodnow, the Pioneer catcher. Getting his marching orders from the third base coach. Taps the plate. Waves the bat twice. Now we're ready to go. Portabaco into his wind, delivers. Fastball swung on and missed, strike 1.
Go with it, Zach. Go with it.
That's still a good sign by Portabaco. Again, going right after the hitters here again in the 4th inning. Portabaco again winds, deals. Fastball, just missed inside. And Goodnow had to turn away from that pitch. Almost got him in the back. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on. Dylan Tritch to follow. He waits on deck. Here's the wind and pitch. And that one got him. Looked like might have got him in the cheek. Not sure if that nicked his helmet or not. And he is hurting. I don't know if that got him square on the cheek or not, but he is in a lot of pain. And he is not happy with Portabaco. And in fact, the assistant coach is going to help him find a seat in the dugout, or at least help him walk him off. Not sure if they're actually going to take him out of the game, but keeping him from charging the mound at least. And now Bob Deutschman will head out to the mound, as we'll see who heads down to first base, whether it be Goodnow or if they'll take him out there. Don't think that was intentional. Portabaco, who up until these last couple of innings, hasn't really found much of the strike zone. Looked like he settled in here, but that fastball got away from him. Obviously hitting the Rivers catcher somewhere in the face. Looked like got him in the left cheek. And now the umpire is warning one of the fans, who is being very vocal, and he has just tossed a fan. The base umpire has just tossed one of the fans from Indian River for using profanity. Looks like it's Goodnow's dad. It looks like Chris Goodnow's dad has been tossed from the bleachers. Still hasn't Indian River still doesn't have a runner on first base yet. Trainer still attending to Goodnow, and we have the best trainers, of course, in the conference. Headed by head trainer Christine Favada. I don't think she's attending to him. Now Deutschman asking who's going to head down to first base. Home plate umpire with his lineup card out. See if they make a move here. Our next broadcast will be on Friday against St. Petersburg College. That game, I believe, slated for 6 p.m. Stay tuned for that. We'll also have a doubleheader on Saturday against St. Pete. First game of that doubleheader starting at noon. Mitch Markham now with Bob Deutschman and the home plate umpire. It seems that the Pioneer dugout feels that that was intentional, what Portabanco throwing at Goodnow. Obviously, I don't think that was. And still waiting a decision here. Portabanco will throw some pitches just to stay warm. And there will be a pinch runner. Thank you. Spencer Castro. One of the fans alerted me. Spencer Castro will head down to first base in place of Goodnow. Bob Deutschman has his answer. Spencer Castro is sophomore from Miami. And he's listed here as a catcher, so he'll likely stay in the game behind the plate for the rest of the evening, pending no other injury. So I think we're ready to resume play here after that hiccup, we'll call it, for lack of a better word. One out and a runner on first base. And that's going to bring up Dylan Tritch, the right fielder. Tritch is 1 for 1 with an RBI double his last time. Home plate umpire will dust off the home plate area. Now we're ready to go. Tritch in the box now, and Portabanco looking in for the sign. Now he comes set. The stretch. The pitch. Off-speed pitch as he drops back to sidearm. 0-1 as that crosses the plate. We'll see how the long inning has affected Portabanco, if at all. The stretch. The 0-1. Tried with a sidearm fastball that misses around his shoe tops. Ball and a strike. Looks like security has been called, trying to ensure that the fan has been removed from the seats. It looked like he came back in, but not really sure what's going on with that. Out on the field, it's 2-1 to Dylan Tritch. It's a shame, coming all the way down from Fort Pierce and having to deal with that. There's a pop-up around the home plate area. Vieira tosses the mask and hangs with it to be able to catch the foul out. Good job by Yandy Vieira. With the second out of the inning, 2 down and 1 on, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, Mike Cordy. Portabanco comes set. The stretch. The pitch. Fastball outside. Lefty on righty matchup. As Portabanco comes set. Vieira sets up outside. The fastball is taking foul behind the plate. In the trees behind the bleachers. Ball and a strike now to Cordy. There's the 1-1 pitch. Sidearm breaking ball, again taking foul behind the trees, behind the bleachers here. Not quite making College Avenue. Count is 1-2. Here's the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. Ooh, excuse me, swing there. Actually looked like he tried to turn away from a pitch that's came a little too close inside. And I believe that the home plate umpire has just warned the home bench. Portabanco comes set. The stretch, the 1-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch taken into center field and a base hit. So it looked like Portabanco deliberately took some off to try to keep that around the home plate area. And the off-speed pitch taken for a base hit, which extends the inning. Runner moves down to second in Castro. And now there's first and second with 2 down. It's going to bring up Kayshawn Smith, who's hitless in 2 tries. Grounded out both times to short. First pitch is called a strike, 0-1. A left-hander starts to get loose in the Broward bullpen. Portabaco comes set, the stretch, and he'll step off here. So he'll reset, and the runners will have to go back. Again, looking in for the sign. Portabaco comes set, the stretch, the 0-1 to Smith misses nowhere close. Vieira had the dive to keep that one from going back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, 2 out here in the top of the 4th inning. 3-1 to score, River out in front. 1-1 pitch misses low and away as well. 2 balls and a strike. And Portabaco, who doesn't want to get tossed, seems to be going back to his off-speed stuff that he was throwing in the first 2 innings. Not going after the hitters right now. Here's the pitch. Ground ball over the short. Farrell will play it on 2 hops, and he'll throw him out at first in time. And Smith really hustling down the line. That ball taking its time as it was hopping toward Farrell. Farrell with the good arm gets to throw him out. So the side is retired. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on. We head into the home half of the 4th inning. 7, 8, 9 spots due up. It's River 3, Broward 1. More Broward baseball after this. So we're starting the home half of the 4th inning. Broward down by 2. It's 3-1 Indian River. And Enrique Pagan will lead things off. He is 1 for 1 today with an RBI double and takes a look at strike 1. Now let's see how the long delay has affected, if at all, Laporte. Dominic Laporte has been sitting a while now. And changes things up there with a breaking ball. Got Pagan swinging through that one. It's 0-2. Looked like Pagan was completely fooled on that pitch. Here's the pitch. That missed high and tight for ball 1, 1-2. Breaking ball misses nowhere close, way outside. The count evens at 2, 2-2. So Castro does indeed stay in the game behind the plate in place of Goodnow. Swung on, and this is Sky to shallow right. Heading back is the second baseman, calling for it. Right fielder was trying to back him up on the play. Trich actually lost his balance, but the second baseman records the out. 1 away. That was Cordy at second base. And with 1 out and nobody on, here comes Andre Rodriguez. Rodriguez out on strikes his last time. Here's the wind and the pitch. Fastball caught the outside corner. Strike 1. Wind and the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, driven deep into left field. This one hit way back. It is gone. Home run. Andre Rodriguez touches them all. And Broward pulls back to within 1. It's 3-2 Indian River. That's Rodriguez's first home run of the season. So after the round tripper by Rodriguez, that's going to bring up Chris Farrell. Swung on, and this one's fouled back into the seats. It's 0-1 on Farrell. See if we can get another home run here. Here's the pitch. Locked him up with that fastball. It's 0-2. Looked like Farrell was waiting on a curveball and caught the fastball. Here's a fastball chopped over the short. Up with it and firing to first and plenty of time to retire Farrell is Kayshawn Smith. There's 2 down. So Nick Worrell will come back to the plate. 0 for 2 today. Popped out to the first baseman his last time up. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside. Ball 1. Here's the wide pitch. Swung on, and this one is taken in a shallow center. And making the play is Modena for out number 3. Solo run on the big fly by Andre Rodriguez. 1 hit, no errors in the inning, and nobody left on. We head into the top of the 5th inning. It's Indian River 3, Broward 2. Due up for the Pioneers is Modena, Harper, and Hall, the 2, 3, and 4 spots in the order. And we'll have more Broward baseball for you after this. So Portabaco heads out for his 5th inning of work, finished with his warm-up tosses. And Eros Medina will stride to the plate. 1 for 2 today with a single and scored a run. Also has a stolen base to his credit. Indian River clinging on to a 1-run lead. 3-2 the score. Here's the wind and the pitch from Portabaco. And a sidearm changeup misses low for ball 1. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Pioneers this far. The 1-0 from Portabaco. Sidearm fastball gets away from Vieira. You can see he's lost confidence in that over the top, more to higher 3/4 fastball. It's got him into some trouble. But if he wants to be successful, he's going to have to mix that in. Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's a fastball. Higher 3/4. 2 balls and 1 strike now. That fastball was right over the plate. Got him swinging right through that one. Modena flew out to left field his last time. Breaking ball catches the zone. That was the best curveball of the night. Might be even a slider. Not really sure. 2-2 now. His sliders can look like slurves at times. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Portabaco. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him. Went back with the fastball. Went right after him. 1 out. And that's going to bring up Dan Harper. Harper is 1 for 2. Struck out swinging his last time. Portabaco into the wind, delivers. Fastball fouled back. 0-1. David Hall awaits on deck. Jordan Robinson in the hole. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, skied, shallow center. Coming on to make the catch is Will Rudolph out in center field. And there's quickly out number 2. That will bring up Dave Hall. Hall 1 for 2. An RBI single today. Has struck out his last time up. Portabaco winds, delivers. Fastball swung on and miss. Hall couldn't catch up to it. It's 0-1. Been changing speeds and changing arm angles ever since the 3rd inning. It's paid off for him here. The 0-1 pitch. Another fastball, and again has Hall swinging late on it. It's 0-2. See if he sticks with the fastball or throws something off speed. Vieira, who sits up outside, waits the 0-2. Another fastball, this one taken into left center. Under it is Griffball, and he'll haul it in for out number 3. Nice quick inning for Maynard Protomaco. No runs, no hits, no errors, a strikeout in the inning, and nobody left on. We're halfway home, and the bottom of the 5th we go. It's 3-2 Indian River. 2 up for Broward is Rudolph, Oliveira, and Hoffner. We'll have more Broward baseball for you after this. So we're back, ready to begin the home half of the 5th inning. 3-2 the score. Pioneers have led all game long. Broward will look to change that here as they seem to have gotten to Dominic Laporte, the starting pitcher for the Pioneers, here in the last couple of innings. Leading things off for Broward will be the center fielder, Will Rudolph. Rudolph is 1 for 2. Singled his last time and takes a look at strike 1. Start things off here in the 5th. Behind him is Oliveira, and then Hoffner waits on in the hole. This one gets away from Castro behind the plate. Now the count goes to 1-1. Here's the wind and the pitch from Laporte. Swung on and belted deep left field. This is way back, and it is gone. Home run. Second home run of the ball game for Broward. First for Will Rudolph, who seems to have really, that move by Deutschman to put him up in front of Oliveira in the 2 spot has really paid off for him. That will bump his batting average up some points. That's his first home run of the campaign for Will Rudolph, and he has a lot of power. Game is tied at 3. Here comes Orlando Oliveira, who has the ability to put Broward ahead with 1 swing of the bat. He looks at strike 1. He is 1 for 1, walked his last time. Takes a look at one that messed up around his helmet. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Low and outside, 2-1. They're even in runs and in hits so far. Breaking ball falls in there for strike 2, and now it's even at 2-2. Broward had 3 home runs opening night against Florida Memorial University. As that one skips past Castro, the count runs full at 3-2. And here on their second home opener, this time for conference play, 2 home runs in the ball game. The last one, a big one, that tied things up. Payoff pitch from Laporte. And that missed inside, ball 4. He lost him.
Come on, Cody.
That is the second walk of the ball game, both of them to Oliveira. And here comes Cody Hoffner. Hoffner is 0 for 2, struck out swinging his last time up. Hoffner, another one who can benefit for some base knocks here. Here's the pitch. Called a strike outside corner, 0-1. There's the 0-1 pitch. Checked his swing. Umpire said he went around on a pitch that was nowhere close. And there is strike 2. In fact, Castro had to pop out of the crouch and corral that in the other batter's box, keep it from going to the screen. There's the stretch. Laporte with the 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And there's the first out of the inning. 1 down and 1 on, and that's going to bring up left fielder Andrew Griffall. Griffall is 1 for 2, flew out to center his last time. Ken, if you're joining us, Will Rudolph just tied things up with a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 3-3 the score. Here's the pitch. Low, but over the plate for ball 1. The stretch. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball. This time missed high. 2-0, and he's been all over the place the last couple of innings. He steps off here.
Come on, Griff.
Grafal hitting left-handed versus the righty Laporte. Waiting on deck is Yandy Vieira, the catcher. This one gets away, almost gets away from Castro behind the plate. Good stop there. And the count now 3-0 to Andrew Grafal. Over on first base is Oliveira, who reached on a base on balls, represents the potential go-ahead run. There's a strike right down Broward Boulevard. And Grafal was taken all the way on 3-0. Grafal still in the driver's seat, 3-1. Let's see what he gets here. Stretch and pitch. Swung on. He rolled over that one. Grounds it over to second. Up with it is Cordy, who throws him out for out number 2. Moving over to second is Oliveira. And 2 on, and one on and 2 out. And now we'll bring up Vieira. Vieira is 0 for 1. Flew out to center field, was also hit with a pitch, which started this whole rivalry last couple of innings. Here's the pitch. Swung on and taken into center field. It will fall in front of the center fielder and now bobbled out there. Coming over to score is Oliveira. And Broward has taken the lead for the first time in the game. It's 4-3 Seahawks.
Come on, Eric. You gotta dive for that ball.
See if they charge an error to the center fielder. I don't think they will because Vieira stayed at first. And Oliveira was already in scoring position. No error up on the board. At least yet. Should be a hit and an error, but be that as it may, it's strike 1 as the new hitter, Enrique Pagan, swings through that curveball.
How you doing, Enrique?
Pagan with an RBI double today. He's 1 for 2. Runner on first and 2 out. Swung on, ground ball past third base. And rolling all the way to the corner. Jeff Foley is waving the runner in from home. Sliding and scoring is Yandy Vieira. Another RBI double for Enrique Pagan. Yandy Vieira hustling all the way around from first to score. It's now 5-3 Broward. So here comes Andre Rodriguez, who has already gone long distance. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Some more insurance in scoring position for the Seahawks. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball catches the strike zone. 0-1. Our view is blocked of the visiting bullpen, but you can bet that you can hear some gloves popping down there. I'm sure double-barreled action in the bullpen for head coach Markham. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fell back to the screen, and the count goes to 0-2. 2 outs in the inning. Standing on second base is Enrique Pagan. Here's the stretch. The 0-2. Breaking ball catches him looking for strike 3. Second time of the ball game. that Rodriguez has been called out on strikes. Broward, though, breaks out the lumber, plating 3 runs in the inning and taking the lead for the first time in the ballgame on a home run and RBIs for Yandy Vieira and an RBI double for Enrique Pagan. We're through 5 innings. It's Broward 5, Indian River 3. Going into the top of the 6th will be the 5, 6, 7 spots for the Pioneers. And Robinson, Donato, and Castro will have more Broward baseball for you after this. So ready to start the 6th inning. 5-3 Broward out in front. Jordan Robinson, Mark Donato, and looking for his first name, Spencer Castro, will be due up in the inning. Robinson, who digs in, is 0 for 2. Grounded back to the pitcher his last time. Portabaco out on the rubber for his 6th inning of work. Been very economical here since the 2nd inning. Sidearm looked like changeup. Caught the strike zone, 0-1. We want to congratulate the women's basketball team, by the way. I have to mention them here in the broadcast, as this one misses low and outside for ball 1, 1-1. Women's basketball team, who beat Indian River State College's women's team to advance into the state tournament. Region 8 for NJCAA, the Florida College Systems and Activities Association State Championship Tournament out in Chipola. Is that one called a strike? 1-2 on Robinson. The women's basketball team, who's seated 3rd in the Southern Conference, behind Palm Beach State College and Brevard Community College, as this one, rather not Brevard, as this one's taken in the center. And falling in front of Rudolph, a base hit to lead things off for the Pioneers. Robinson aboard with a single. Now we'll bring up Mark Donato, who's also 0 for 2 to this point. Rounded out the short his last time. And here comes Bob Deutschman. I think Deutschman is going to make a call to the bullpen. He is, and that will be the end of the night for Maynard Portabaco, who has pitched a good ball game to this point. He's gone 5 innings, 5+ innings. Allowed 3 runs on 7 hits, and stands to win the ball game if Broward can hang on to the lead. And we'll have more information on the pitcher here in a moment. Just tallying the final line on Portabaco. Portabaco is allowed, like I said, 3 runs, all earned on 7 hits. No walks, 4 strikeouts, a hit batsman, and a wild pitch. Trying to get a glimpse of the number. Looks like it will be Zach Parks, who we'd mentioned started opening day for Broward against Indian River last year in the conference home opener. Lefty Zach Parks will take the mound for the Seahawks. Parks is 1-1 with a 3.05 earned run average. 5 appearances for the Seahawks this year, 3 games in which he started. And has limited opponents to a .211 batting average against, which is really good for Parks, as he faces the left-handed hitting Mark Donato with 1 on and nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. Parks threw his warm-up tosses, comes set to stretch the pitch, and the first pitch is a curveball that missed high and a bit outside. So we're saying that the women's basketball team has made the state championship playoffs, which will be in Marianna, Florida at Chipola College on March 8th through the 10th. As that one catches the strike zone, 1-1. We'll try to have the broadcast. We won't be covering the game. PSB Live will cover the game, just like they did for baseball when the baseball team went to the playoffs in Lakeland last May. Although we were there for the first couple of games, PSB Live covered live video and audio. Throw over for Parks, keeping Robinson close at first. Count is still 1-1 on Mark Donato. We'll have all the links for you at the end of the week. Swung on, taken in the left field, and Grifal with a beat on it, hauls it in for out number 1. So stay tuned to the athletics website at broward.edu/athletics. The site will be updated quite a bit this week. I have a lot of great stories and new articles for you. Check that out. As long as a newly released broadcast schedule taking us to the end of the semester, including 7 more baseball games and 6 softball games. We'll have women's softball starting on March 15th when they play their conference opener. Fastball catches the outside corner, strike 1. We also have the rest of the tennis home schedule, which isn't much. It's only 2 more matches. Tennis team also doing well. They expect to go to the playoffs as well. Throw over to first, again, keeping Donato close. Count is 0-1 on Spencer Castro. Castro, who came into the game to pinch run for Zach Goodnow after getting hit in the face with a pitch. Another throw over from Parks. So the backup catcher, Spencer Castro, stays in the game. Hitting here with 1 on and 1 out. Parks comes set. The stretch field 1. And takes a look at one that just missed low and outside. Ball 1, 1-1. Also for women's basketball, Kiana Connor, the star player for Coach Kevin Johnson, that was named to the All-State team in first All-Conference. That one fell back into the trees around the seating area behind home plate. 1-2 now to Castro. Men's basketball team ended the year with a very poor 1-10 record in conference play, 12-16 overall in the season. Injuries really plagued head coach Bob Starkman there, as this one, ground ball through the left side of the infield and in the left. So base hit for Spencer Castro, advances Donato over the second. And with 2 on and 1 out, that's going to bring up right fielder Dylan Tritch. Tritch, who popped out to the catcher his last time, stands in 1 for 2. The men's basketball team, though, also had a couple players named to the all-conference team in Alan Hardy and Craig Brown. Second team all-conference for them. That article up on the website as well. First pitch to Tritch misses outside. It's 1-0. Parks comes set, checks the runners. The stretch, the 1-0 pitch. No, he's going to step off and look the runners back. Parks, who does have a good motion to first base, likely won't be throwing over with a runner on second. And Castro, being a catcher, probably doesn't have all that great of wheels over on first base. It's a fastball to Tritch, misses inside for ball 2, 2-0. Parks looking into Yandy Vieira for the sign. Now he comes set. Checks his runner, the stretch, the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, sharp ground ball is short, bobbled by Farrell and gets by him into the left field. A run will score. The throw in the second, sliding in safely is Dylan Tritch with an RBI double, his second RBI of the ballgame. Let's see if they'll give him a double or if they'll post an error for Farrell. It's a tough play for Farrell. It was sharply hit at him, took a funny hop. And it deflected off his glove and into left field. Grafal played it. Backed him up on the play. It's 5-4 Broward now, as River inches closer. Heading to third on the play is Castro. And scoring on that was Jordan Robinson, who led off the inning with a base hit. So here comes Mike Cordy, the second baseman, another left-handed hitter. Lefty on lefty matchup. Cordy is 1 for 2, singled his last time. And that one found the strike zone. 0-1. Hey, how's it going? Parks comes set now after he finds the sign, checks the runners, the stretch, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball just off the outside corner. Call the ball 1-1. Also, an article by Cindy Thuma was just released on the web. Cindy Thuma, who talks about some of the players who had played here at Broward and have gone on into the big leagues. Is that one? Missed below the knees. 2 balls and a strike now to Cordy. Of course, the highlight of that article, Matt Latos, who was drafted out of here by the San Diego Padres. Now pitching in a Reds uniform for next year. Is this one taken into right field? Coming in to play it. And falling in front of him is Rodriguez. Rodriguez throws it home, getting by Vieira. And Broward has just surrendered the lead. What's coming around to score was Castro. That lead was short-lived. That run that was Robinson was charged to Portabaco. So he ends the night with 4 earned runs. And will be off the hook as far as the loss, since that last one was charged to Zach Parks, and Deutschman's going to come to the mound and make another move. So we'll figure out who the new pitcher is. We're going to take a short break, and once we figure that out, we'll also have the final line on Zach Parks, who of course is still responsible for the 2 runners that are on base, and Tritch and Cordy. We'll have more Broward baseball for you here in a moment. So Indian River, who answers Broward's volley with one of their own, scoring 2 runs so far here in the top of the 6th inning and tying this thing back up at 5. Zach Parks, who tossed a third of an inning, has allowed 3 hits and has responsible for the runners who are now on 2nd and 3rd to the RBI double by Mike Forty. And if the run does come around to score, Parks would be the pitcher of record. Coming to the plate is Kayshawn Smith, who swings through strike 1, 0-1. New pitcher is Andrew Archer, another returning player. Archer without a win-loss record, but in 6 appearances has yet to surrender a run, knock on wood. 3 saves to his credit this year. Coming in a little bit early. So this one obviously an important game for Deutschman and Company. This is ball 1-1. Kayshawn Smith is 0 for 3. Really likes rounding out the short. He's done it all 3 at-bats so far today. See if he can do it again here. Though a strikeout would be preferable with 1 out. There's the 1-1 pitch. In there for strike two. Caught the outside part of the plate. Archer looks in for the sign. Comes set. The stretch, the 1-2 pitch. Fastball missed inside, and the count is even at 2-2. 5 runs, 10 hits so far for Indian River, as that one's fouled away into the parking lot. This sounds like it hit a car. Hopefully it wasn't mine again. It's headed down that way. Here's a 2-2 pitch again to Kayshawn Smith. Breaking ball, swung on and missed, strike three. Good pitch by Andy Archer. Come back after, what was that, 3 consecutive fastballs? Striking him out. Maybe 4 fastballs. 2 down in the inning. Runner is still on second and third, but a big out there as that negates the possibility for a runner to tag up and score the potential go-ahead run. Here's Eros Medina. Medina is 1 for 3 today. Calls time before a pitch is thrown. Struck out swinging his last time. Here's the pitch. Swung on a fly ball down the right field line, but headed foul into the Seahawk bullpen. Nobody warming up for Bob Deutschman. Archer is out to finish the inning. Get it. Here's the pitch. It skips away from Vieira to the backstop. 1 run is going to come home and charge to Zach Parks. And the River takes the lead once again, 6-5. Dylan Tritch coming around to score that one on the wild pitch. There was an error charge, by the way, to Chris Farrell on that hit by 40. That error was posted on the board recently. And moving down to third is Cordy, by the way. As now the count is full on Modena. Six to 5 the score. Indian River out in front. More insurance 90 feet away. Payoff pitch, runner not going. This one, they drop third strike. They'll have to throw him out down at first, and they do. A little housekeeping. But Vieira able to throw him out to retire the side. But the damage is done. After the 3-run bottom of the 5th inning for Broward, Indian River comes charging right back with 3 runs of their own to reclaim the lead at 6-5. Heading into the home half of the 6th inning, due up for Broward will be the 9, 1, and 2 spots. Farrell, Warhol, and Rudolph. We'll have more Broward baseball for you after this. Shortstop Chris Farrell will stride to the plate. The final line on Parks with a third of an inning pitched, allowed 2 runs, 1 earned on 3 hits, and stands to lose the game unless Broward could answer that 3-run volley. The first pitch, I don't think was thrown yet. I think time was called by the catcher. But Farrell is hitless in 2 tries, grounded out to short his last time. First pitch by Laporte, who is out for a 6th inning of work, misses one way outside and high for ball 1. Laporte, who's given up 5 runs of his own. And now time is called by Spencer Castro, the catcher. Obviously he didn't like something that he saw from the pitcher. And quickly the home plate umpire is going out there to break up the conference. So the Mound conference is over. Farrell will dig in with a 1-0 count. And if I didn't mention it at the top, or at the before the first hitter stepped in, it's 6-5 Indian River, as this one was fouled back into the parking lot. 1-1. And time is called again by the Pioneer catcher. Some more conference on the mound is now head coach Mitch Markham. I think that's Mitch Markham. He's going to go out and extend the conference a little longer. Laporte, who has thrown a lot of pitches to this point in the game, is probably showing some signs of fatigue. And it's evident by the last couple of innings. Broward's tallied 4 runs on him in just the last 2 innings. And after Farrell, the part of the order that's given him his most trouble is due up. So it's important to retire Farrell if you're an Indian River fan right now. So everyone's back to where they're supposed to be. Laporte winds and delivers the 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses high. It's 2-1. Working quickly. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball taken up the middle. Second baseman who stumbles to his right from his knee. Throws out Farrell at first base. What a play by Mike Cordy at second base. On the third bounce, had to make a stop to his right. Good play by Cordy. It's 4-3 put out. 1 out and nobody on for Nick Worrell, who takes a look at a ball that leads things off. He is 0 for 3, flew out to center his last time. Here's the pitch. Swung on, taken into right field. Coming on to make the play is Tritch. And he'll haul in for out number 2. 2 quick outs after the conference on the mound. And that will bring up Will Rudolph. Rudolph, who lit off the 5th inning with a solo home run to tie the game, stands in 2 for 3. Let's see if Rudolph could put a charge into another one here, and at the very least keep things going. First pitch is a ball that misses low and inside, 1-0. And if he can indeed extend the inning, Orlando Oliveira would be next. There's the 1-0 pitch. High, and had to kind of bend out of the way of that one, as that one missed up around his brim of his helmet. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, sharp ground ball down the third base and past the third baseman and into left field. So Rudolph picks up his 3rd hit of the ball game and extends the inning a little bit for Orlando Oliveira. Oliveira is 1 for 1 with a pair of walks. He's walked last time and has scored a run. And runner going down to second. The throw to second wasn't very good. After 5 bounces, eventually made it down to second base, and Rudolph was safe all the way. Stolen base for Will Rudolph. I think now with first base open, yep, they're going to intentionally put on Oliveira. Probably not a bad move for Mitch Markham. Oliveira has the kind of power that could put the Seahawks back in the lead. But so does the guy in the on-deck circle, Cody Hoffner, who leads the team in home runs with 3. He had 1 on opening day against FMU as well. Cody Hoffner hitless in 3 trips, 2 strikeouts in the ball game, including his last time at the plate, so he's due. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for strike one. Potential tying run and scoring position for the cleanup hitter Hoffner. The stretch, the 0-1. Off-speed pitch missed high. Ball one, 1-1. Looked like a breaking ball, it didn't break. Right-hander begins to loosen in the Seahawk bullpen. Swung on a miss, came back with the heater and couldn't catch up to it. Ball and 2 strikes. Dominic Laporte must be up around 100 pitches at this point. He has worked 5 2/3 innings so far. The stretch. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and he gets out of the inning. The Pioneers avoid the big inning, and Cody Hoffner with the hat trick in the ball game. 3 strikeouts for him. Heading into the top of the 7th inning, it's Indian River 6, Broward 5. 3, 4, and 5 spots due up for the Pioneers when we return. More Broward baseball after this. Andy Archer out to start the top of the 7th inning. Was able to get Broward out of the last inning. The run that he surrendered was charged to Zach Parks, who stands to lose the game. He's now pitcher of record. Parks, of course, came in relief for Maynard Portabanco at the start of last inning. Digging in is Dan Harper. First pitch to Harper is chopped, high chop to Yandy Vieira. Foul, of course. On the day, Harper is 1 for 3. Flew out the center field his last time. Oh, here's the pitch. Swung on a miss. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, taken in the left center, or more toward left actually. Griffel there, and that's out number 1. Here comes David Hall. Hall is 1 for 3. Flew out to left his last time. Here's a ground ball over the short. Farrell, who not able to get that one, slips under his glove as he tried to play that to his left. He played every hop perfectly except for the last one. So that one skips under his glove, and let's see, that's second error of the game. Here comes Jordan Robinson. Robinson is 1 for 3, singled and scored his last time. Runner going. Here's a ground ball. Up over the head of the pitcher. To second for 1. Down to first. Double play. What a nice double play. Nick Worrell just turned. Nick Worrell, who fielded the ball in front of second base, kept his foot on the bag as he scooped it up for out number 1 and fired down the first for the double play. 4-3 double play in the books. And that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, 1 error in the inning, and nobody left on after the twin killing. 7th inning stretch time here in Davie. We go into the bottom half of the 7th inning. It's the 5, 6, and 7 spots due up for Broward. They trail Indian River by 1. It's Pioneers 6, Seahawks 5. More Broward baseball after this. So we're heading into the home half of the 7th inning. Seahawks trailing by 1. It's 6-5 Pioneers. And a new pitcher to tell you about who makes, well, where I have my work cut out for me. Be right-hander Bradley Paramapunya. Paramapunya, the freshman from Orlando. A big, tall left-hander who will face Griffal, Vieira, and Pagan. So lefty-on-lefty matchup as Griffal, of course, bats left-handed. Paramapunya into the line, delivers. Strike one. Oh no, that went off the plate outside. Looked good from here, but off the plate, and the catcher will go out and talk to him. As it's ball one to Grifol, 1-0. Final line on Dominic Laporte, as he stands to win this game if the Pioneers can hang on. Tossed 6 innings, allowed 5 runs, all of which were earned on 9 hits. Walked 2, struck out 7, and hit a batter. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt outside, the count goes to 2-0. Paramapunya, that's at least a triple word score at Scrabble. Here's the 2-0. Missed outside, it's 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And hasn't found the strike zone yet, as this one skips away from Castro. And Grifol will take his time and head down to first. So Paramapunya comes out of the bullpen for Mitch Markham and can't find the strike zone. Regardless of how many letters you have in your name, you still have to throw strikes. Here comes Yandy Vieira. Vieira is 1 for 2, singled and drove in a run his last time. There's a strike. Outside corner, nothing in 1. There's a stretch in the 0-1 pitch. Outside for ball 1, 1-1. Again, Castro had to corral that one in the outside, the other batter's box, I should say. About a 5-foot lead, maybe a little better than that, over at first base by Grifol. Here's the stretch, and the throw over the first base keep Grifol close. It's 1-1 on Yandy Vieira still. Nobody out here in the inning. Enrique Bagan would be next. Runner going. The pitch missed low, and they're not going to throw. The pitch will be under, is it? The terminology just left my mind, but it's fielder indifference, hitter indifference, I can't remember. It's not a stolen base though. Uncontested. Grifol now at second base. Short conference on the mound by the head coach, Mitch Markham. That's all broken up, and Spencer Castro headed back behind the plate. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Yandy Vieira. Here's a stretch. See if Vieira can pick up his second ribby of the night. Called a strike, 2-2, and Vieira wasn't happy with that call. Neither was anyone in the Broward dugout. As Paramapunya gets yet another borderline pitch called his way, 2-2, the count to Vieira. Fastball in the dirt. Good stop by Castro as he had to toss the mask and get his body out there, keep that ball in front of him. Over at second is Grifol, who represents the potential tying run. And call time to Yandy Vieira. And he'll step out. The count is full. Let's see if Grifol will be running here on the payoff pitch. The stretch. The pitch. Swung on and skied the shallow center, in fact just beyond the second base area. And hauling it in is the shortstop Keshawn Smith for out number 1. So 1 out and a runner on second. And here comes Joe Strop, who's going to pinch hit for Pagan. Strop, who's the backup catcher for Broward. Coming and pinch hit. See bats right-handed against the lefty Paramapunya. As he steps off and looks the runner back at second. Hopefully, I'm not saying his name right, of course. Joe Strop is hitting .240 on the season with a home run and 5 RBIs. Here's the pitch. In the dirt outside. Ball and no strikes. Pagan, who was 2 for 2 with a couple of doubles and a couple of RBIs. But Deutschman favors the righty on lefty matchup of Joe Strop. Curveball misses outside. It's 2-0. Here's the stretch. Now he steps off. Now he's back on the rubber, looks in for the sign. Paramapunya comes set. The stretch, the 2-0 pitch. And low for ball 3. Has a very violent delivery toward the plate. Wow, I can't get that word out. Very high leg kick, almost El Duque-like. Orlando Hernandez, if you remember. Longtime pitcher of the New York Yankees with that very high leg kick up around the middle of his cap, even up over his cap. I don't think he has that quite of a dramatic leg kick, but it is high. As that pitch also missed wide of the zone, it's the second walk of the inning issued by Paramapunya. And there's runners on first and second, and 1 out. Andre Rodriguez, who has hit a home run so far today, will be next. And it looks like they're going to get the ball from Paramapunya, and his night is over. He's responsible for the runners on first and second. We'll figure out who the new pitcher is for head coach Mitch Markham and the Pioneers when we return. More Broward baseball after this. And we're back again. There's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball way outside. And Castro, who has been who's wearing a path out between the mound and the home plate areas, he's had to continue to talk his pitchers and settle them down. Now, Romstadt, the second pitcher of the inning, but he is out in front of Rodriguez, 1-2. Here's the stretch. He'll step off and reset. Romstadt, who is a right-hander from Port St. Lucie, as he looks like struck out Rodriguez. He did, says the home plate umpire. So there's your second out. Here comes Chris Farrell. Farrell is 0 for 3. Grounded out to second his last time. If he can continue the inning, Nick Warhol would be next. 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors on the ledger for the Seahawks. Breaking ball, missed high, ball 1. By the time it landed just under the letters of the jersey, but of course it matters where it crosses the plate, and it crossed the plate around his neck. But a good 12-6 curveball by Romstadt, as this one is fouled down the right field line. Count is 1-1 on Farrell. 6-5 still the score here, but Broward threatening. Breaking ball missed inside. Good eye by Farrell. Here's the stretch. Romstadt checks the runners, delivers a foul ball into the parking lot. That is going to find a car. Oh, I feel bad. Whoever that car just hit, I know how that feels. That one missed low and outside, and Farrell thought about going but held up. Now the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be in motion. Here's the stretch and the payoff pitch. Fastball taken down the left side and in there. Base hit through the infield. Rounding third and scoring is Andrew Grafal. RBI single for Farrell, his first hit of the ball game, and what a timely hit that was. After committing 2 errors in the game, Farrell rights the ship and ties the game up for 6-all here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So Nick Worrell, the hitter, as things continue here in the 7th, 2 on, 2 out, first and second. Worrell is 0 for 4 today. Flew out to center field his last time. Breaking ball. Nice curveball. Finds the outside corner. 1-1. Here's the pitch. High and tight for 2-1.
Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe.
Worrell digs back in. The pitcher comes set, and he'll step off and look the runner back at second. Strop at second base. He reached on a walk. Farrell at first, and you know how that happened. RBI single. And time called by the catcher Castro. As he again will take another jog out to the mound. Good news for Broward. Parks off the hook with the loss. So he'll get a no decision. And if Broward could plate one more runner, the usual closer for the Seahawks, Andy Archer, who's pitched the last 2 innings, will earn the win. Is that one called a strike? That's if Broward could plate the run and keep it. Keep the lead. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Deuces are wild. Here's the stretch in the pitch. Breaking ball. Oh, just missed inside. Ball 3. Good eye by Nick Worrell. So now, with the count full and 2 outs, the runners again will be on the move. The stretch. The payoff pitch. Fastball fouled away into the parking lot, and he'll stay alive. Looks like that hit another car. There's the stretch. The payoff pitch again. And ball 4 with a curveball that missed way outside, and the bases are loaded. So Will Rudolph, the hitter, who, by the way, is 3 for 4. Singled and stole a base his last time up. First pitch to Rudolph. Swung on and fouled back behind the seats here. Reaching College Avenue. 7th hitter of the inning for Broward. Now let's keep it coming. Still tied, though. But the potential tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position. If you remember, Rudolph tied it with a home run earlier in the game as he takes a look at a breaking ball that cuts right back into the inside corner. 0-2. Needs to get a hit here. Here's the stretch. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, sharp ground ball, past third base, and a run together come to score. Rounding third and scoring is Pagan, or rather Strop. 3-run score as Worrell crosses the plate as well. A base clearing double for Will Rudolph, who caps the day. And it's still a couple more innings to go, but 5 RBIs for him. Scratch that, 4 RBIs for Will Rudolph today. And the Seahawks reclaim the lead. It is now 9-6 Broward. Breaking ball called to strike to Orlando Oliveira. Here's a stretch in the pitch. Another breaking ball. This time missed inside to Ollie. It's 1-1. Oliveira is 1 for 1 with 3 consecutive walks, including his last time. Here's the pitch. Check swing and fouled that back, actually. He caught a piece of the bat. I think that one stayed in the yard. Didn't quite reach the parking lot. Fence was high enough that time. The fence here behind the home plate dugout, which borders the parking lot, is that one foul tipped and caught, and strike 3 called. That ends the inning. Oliveira out on strikes. The Seahawks plate 4 more runners on 3 hits. No errors in the inning and 1 left on. The big play, of course, by Will Rudolph with a base-clearing double. And it's 9-6 Broward. We head into the top of the 8th inning. And due up for the Pioneers will be the 6, 7, and 8 spots. We'll have more Broward baseball for you after this. So ready to begin the top of the 8th. Andy Archer out for another inning of work. It's 9-6 the score. And with a lead, this is the guy you want on the mound. Mark Donato will lead things off for the Pioneers. Hitless in 3 tries. Flew out to left field his first time and takes a look at a fastball that paints the outside black. It's 0-1. The stretch. The 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Into the line he delivers. Swung on and chopped in front of the plate. Archer will field it himself over the first. And there's out number 1. One out, nobody aboard for Spencer Castro. Castro's 2 for 2, or actually, no, he's not. He's 1 for 1. He came in as a pinch runner in the game, but in his first plate appearance did single and score a run. There's the wind and the pitch. Swung on and a high fly ball that's way foul. That may cross College Avenue. No, that lands in the middle of the street. Hit well, but way out in front of it. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch misses high and inside. 1-1. The wind and the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, and that one's fouled back behind us. Ball and 2 strikes. Waiting on deck will be Dylan Tritch, and swung out and missed. Strike 3, Andy Archer was able to retire the first 2 hitters with relative ease. And with nobody aboard, Dylan Tritch the hitter. Tritch is 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles and a pair of ribbies. A constant thorn in the side of Broward. He hit well against us last year. He loves Broward pitching. Let's see what he does against Archer. Showing bunt the first pitch and gets a good one down. Archer will field it down the first and just barely beating the runner by an eyelash. Tritch was hustling down the line, but grounds out 1-3, and that tires the side in order. Heading into the home half of the 8th inning, it's the Seahawks 9, the Pioneers 6. 4, 5, and 6 spots due up for Broward, and we'll have that for you right after this. So, a new pitcher to tell you about as we begin the home half of the 8th inning. Final lines on the last 2 pitchers. For Bradley Paramapunya, he pitched a third of an inning, gave up 2 runs, both earned on 2 walks, no hits. And then Kyle Ramstad came in, pitched 2/3 of an inning, and promptly gave up 2 more runs on 2 hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. And Paramapunya stands to lose the game. He is the pitcher of record. The first pitch to Cody Hoffner, who leads things off for Broward, is taken foul. 0-1. Brian Woody, the new pitcher for Indian River, a right-hander who's a freshman from Stewart. Swung on in this one, taking foul back behind the plate. Count is 0-2 to Cody Hoffner. Woody is 0-1 on the year with a minuscule 1.17 earned run average. Lunges out for that one as he takes this one foul down the right field line. And just staying alive, you'll see another 0-2 pitch. After Hoffner will be Andrew Griffall and Yandy Vieira. Nine runs, 11 hits, 2 errors for Broward to this point in the game. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. A drop third strike call. Some housekeeping over at first for Castro, and he throws out the runner for out number 1. And that's now the golden sombrero for Hoffner. 4 strikeouts in the ball game. Here comes Griffall. Griffall is 1 for 3. He walked and scored his last time. First pitch misses low and outside. Ball 1. Here's the wind and the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Woody into the wind, delivers the 1-1 pitch. High and outside. Ball 2. 2-1. Here's the pitch. This one's taken in the center field, base hit. Taking a big turn around first is Griffall, but a nice solid knock with 1 out in the inning. That's going to bring up Yandy Vieira. Vieira is 1 for 3 with an RBI single today. He flew out to the shortstop his last time. The stretch, the pitch from Woody, high and tight. Had to dodge that one. It's 1-0. Can't imagine what would happen if a Broward hitter got hit with a fastball. So that one missed low and outside. 2-0. I would have not sure if the visiting dugout was warned. I know Broward's dugout has been warned for throwing at hitters way back in the 4th or 5th inning. Swung on and chopped back to the screen, and it's 2-1. Joe Strop awaits on deck, and Andre Rodriguez is in the hole. Woody comes set. The stretch, the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Here's the stretch. The 2-2 pitch, runner going. Swung on, chopper back to the mound. And they got Griffall tied up in the middle of the base path, and they get the lead runner at second. Bad base running by Griffall. Gets him out. And Vieira will reach first base on the fielder's choice. 2 down. Runner on first for Joe Strop. And he looks at strike 1 as a fastball crosses the plate. 0-1. Stretch in the pitch. And the dirt, and snap throw down to first base as they almost got Vieira leaning over there at first. He looked like he was going to take off as he thought the ball might have gotten away by Castro, but when he kept it in front of him, he was lucky that Castro's throw was not good enough. Here's a pitch called strike 2 on the outer part of the plate. It's 1-2. Here's the stretch, the 1-2 pitch. And the dirt skips away from Castro that time. He can't find it. And rounding second, but will hold up there. I don't think Vieira knew that Castro had temporarily lost the ball. But either way, he winds up at second base on the wild pitch. Now some more insurance and scoring position for Broward. Strop in his first at bat, and only at bat to this point, has walked and scored. This one chopped foul into the Rivers dugout. The count is even at 2-2, with 2 outs and a runner on second base. Woody comes set. The stretch, the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, inning over. So Woody avoids another big inning as he's able to make sure no one advances farther than second base. No runs on 1 hit, no errors in the inning, and 1 left on. We're through 8 innings. Into the top of the 9th we go, and closer Andy Archer goes back out to the mound for his, what would be his 3rd full inning of work, his 4th inning in the ball game. When we return, 9-1 and 2 spots due up for the Pioneers. It's the Seahawks 9, Pioneers 6. So Archer is ready to start the 9th, is trying to seal a deal on, I believe what would be his first win of the year. Leading things off for the Pioneers will be Mike Corte. Corte is 2 for 2 today, doubled as last time, and drove in a run. 9-6 the score, Seahawks in the lead. Here's the pitch. Called a strike, it's 0-1. Of course, this will be the Rivers' last chance. They were leading through the first 5 innings of the ball game. There's the wind and the 2-2 pitch. Low and in the dirt. He had to skip out of the way of that one. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes now. After Corte will be Smith and Modena. This one hit sharply fouled on the right field line in the Seahawk bullpen. Archer now with the payoff pitch. Swung on and a high fly ball down the right field line, headed for the Seahawk bullpen. And getting beyond that and probably into the parking lot. Payoff pitch again. Here it is. Swung on and fouled back on the College Avenue. Here's the payoff pitch again. Swung on a sharp ground ball and looks like a hit off of Archer's leg into the center field. Actually, maybe not got him. Looks like the ball went straight on. Didn't look like it deflected off of any part of his body. And it was sharply hit. I'm sure Archer would be feeling it had that hit him. but a base hit up the middle for Corte, who wins that battle. With one on and nobody out, here comes Kayshawn Smith. Smith 0 for 4, struck out his last time. He's grounded out to short his other 3 at-bats. Here's a stretch and the pitch. Called a strike right down Broward Boulevard. 0-1. Ground out to short would be nice here. Here's the stretch, the 0-1. In the dirt, and good job by Vieira to keep it in front of him. Count moves to 1-1. Right-hander warming in the Broward bullpen. Archer must be tired here. Typically the closer has worked 2 2/3 innings to this point. Here's the pitch. Swung and fouled back into the seats. 1-2 to Kayshawn Smith, the Pioneer shortstop. Here's the pitch. And that one missed low. Looked like a breaking ball. Now the count is even at 2. 2-2. Comes set. The stretch. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Fastball right on by him. And there's out number 1. Big out for Andrew Archer. One out and one on for Eros Medina. Medina is 1 for 4. Struck out swinging his last time. Archer comes set. The stretch, the pitch. Fastball. Must have just missed inside for ball 1. Here's the stretch. The 1-0 pitch. That one nowhere close. Way outside. It's 2-0. Dan Harper will wait on deck. He'll be next. Unless we get a double play. There's a strike. 2-2. Or 2-1, I should say. Taking his lead over there at first is Corte. 2-1. Called strike 2. Painted the black on the outside corner. Count is even now at 2. The stretch. The 2-2 pitch. In the dirt with a breaking ball. The count is full now again. Broward trying to hang on to win their conference opener. They're currently 10-9 on the season. Here's the stretch. The payoff pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts by Archer. And now with 2 down and 1 on, that will bring up Dan Harper. Harper, the DH, is 1 for 4. Flew out to left field his last at bat. One out away. The stretch. The pitch from Archer. Strike 1 with a fastball. Archer quickly back on the rubber. He's looking in for the sign. Comes set. The stretch. The 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Swung on. Fastball. Fouled away. Cross College Avenue. Now down to the last strike is Indian River. On deck is David Hall, who would represent the potential tying run. The stretch, the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses well outside. A waste pitch there by Archer. 1-2. He comes set. The stretch, the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. This one also fouled away in the College Avenue. Good job by Harper to stay alive, and Archer has thrown a lot of pitches this inning. Engaged in another battle here. The stretch. The 1-2. Outside, and the count is even now, 2-2. Got to credit the offense here for making him work. Archer. Now he's set. The stretch. Again, the 2-2. Looks, let his bat go as he fouls that one back and stays alive. Bat slips out of his hand. Still 2-2. They'll see another pitch. And that could be dangerous. Luckily, the bat hit the railing of the Seahawk dugout, not hitting anybody, it doesn't look like. It's a lefty on righty matchup with Harper batting left-handed. Archer again in for the sign. Now he comes set. Another 2-2 offering. Fastball misses low and inside. And again, another good job by Yandy Vieira to keep that ball in front of him. So from 0-2 to 3-2. Third consecutive hitter, the count is run full. The stretch. Now the payoff pitch, runner moving. Swung on, ground ball to second. Up with it, and firing to first is Nick Worrell to end the ball game. Broward College picks up their 11th win of the season and their conference home opener. They win 9-6 and now 1-0 in conference play. Our next game will be on Friday against St. Petersburg College in a non-conference matchup. It will be the first of a 3-game series, the other 2 games in a doubleheader on Saturday. We'll have all 3 for you right here at broward.edu/athletics. Game time tomorrow, first pitch set for 6 o'clock, I believe. Check the schedule, though. A newly released broadcast schedule at broward.edu/athletics. And we'll have the broadcast 10 minutes before first pitch. Andy Archer, who tossed 3 2/3 innings, gets the win. Struck out 5 hitters and only allowed 1 hit. No runs, of course. At one point, he had retired 8 hitters in a row. No, he did allow a hit. He allowed 1 hit. That was a double to Forte. Or rather, 2 hits. With a double to Forte and the single here in the 9th. So he picks up the win, his first win of the year, his first decision of the year. Keeps his ERA at a microscopic point. We'll have that updated for you on Friday. And Bradley Paramapunya picks up the loss for the Indian River Pioneers. With a third of an inning pitch, allowed 2 runs, all earned on 2 walks. And the big bat of the game and player of the game honors has to go to center fielder Will Rudolph, Will Rudolph with 4 RBIs in the ballgame, including a solo home run to tie things up in the 5th and to reclaim the lead in the 7th inning with a bases loaded, bases clearing double. And that's where the score stayed at 9-6 after his double. And he led the Broward into picking up their first conference win of the year. So again, we want to thank every one of you for tuning in to today's broadcast. If you have any questions or concerns, you are welcome to email us at athletics@broward.edu. Stay tuned to the website for more news and updates. This whole week will be fresh with content as we also watch the women's basketball team head through the playoffs into this weekend and into next week, rather. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Links on the website at athletics@broward.edu/athletics. And also join our crowd on Ustream for all of the news alerts and updates of when we're going to be on the air. In addition to the broadcast schedule, you'll also have that for you as well. On behalf of everyone here at Seahawk Field in Davie, this is Steve Levin, and until next time, so long, everybody.